Hi there, it's Mike with the Fish Tank Barn. I'd like to welcome you back to another video. Today I want to check out a product that was sent to me by the Aquarium Co-Op, the Easy Flow Sponge Filter Upgrade Kit. I'm really excited to check out this new product, so let's go ahead and get started. As we look at the front of the box here, we can see that this is a modular uplift tube that is designed to optimize the efficiency of your current Aquarium Co-Op sponge filter. This is achieved by lengthening and curving the uplift tube, which increases the airflow to your sponge filter. It is also designed to produce smaller bubbles that eliminates the bubbling sound that often comes from your sponge filter, and this will make your fish room quieter. As we look at the back of the box, we can see the modular uplift tubing, which means that this upgrade can fit a wide variety of tanks. One other thing that I'd like to point out is that this upgrade will not work on an Aquarium Co-Op nano filter that was manufactured before 2023. Before we get this out of the box, let's quickly talk about price point. You can purchase this product on the aquariumcoop.com website for $5.99, which is cheaper than many of the other products in the market that perform a similar function. On a side note, if you were to purchase a new sponge filter from the Aquarium Co-Op, the upgrade kit is already included in the price of the filter. Let's go ahead and get this out of the box. And as you would expect, there really isn't much to this product other than the tubes themselves. So let's go ahead and head into the fish barn and put this to the test. So we're now in the fish barn, and this is the tank we're going to go ahead and test this out on. So this is a 29-gallon tank right now. It really doesn't have anything in it. It's wide open, and there's really not a whole lot of plants in here. So I think this would be a good tank to test this on. The current sponge filter you're looking at here doesn't have an uplift tube, and inside of the sponge filter, there's a Zist air stone, which helps reduce the size of the bubbles, which reduces the noise here in the fish barn. So one thing I want to do when looking at this as well is I want to look at the top of the tank and see what the flow looks like on top as well. So I'm going to go ahead now and take this filter out, go ahead and install the uplift tube, and we'll go ahead and take a look at the difference. One thing I am going to test with this is I'm going to test it with the air stone inside of the filter and with the air stone out of it, just to see what it looks like. So now we have our sponge filter here, and we have our Easy Flow kit. So let's go ahead and start setting this up. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the airline tubing off. So first you're going to take this big section here. If you see where the attachment is right here, and you can just go ahead and stick that on right there. So I think I'm going to need quite a bit of this. So I'm going to stick this second part on. If you see this, you want to line that up with where your airline is. And then when you put your airline back on, you just want to stick it like that. And then it actually clips into this, so it keeps it nice and tight. All right, and then I'm going to stick the next section in here. Just like this. And then again, your airline clips in there. And lastly, there's the curved part, which goes on top. So I went over and measured this, and I'm going to need to take a section out. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. So I think that'll fit a lot better. And one thing I want to point out is that this is adjustable. So as you adjust this will slide. So if I need to make it taller, I can just pull it out. And if I need to make it shorter, and then it's also adjustable here. So if I wanted to pull this part out, I can make it taller that way too. So you can make this kind of adjustable like that. I'm going to go ahead and install this, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at it. So I've now installed this on the new tank, and as you can see, there's no bubbles coming up from the bottom. I still left the air stone in on the inside of the filter. So I wanted to see how it looked with the air stone on the inside. And then this is how it looks on the top. You can see there's definitely a lot more flow now on the top than there was before. When I took the sponge out, I did release some detritus. And as you can see now, there's definitely a gyre pattern going on that we didn't have before we installed the upgrade kit. So one thing I do want to experiment with is to see if the air stone makes a difference or not. So I'm going to go ahead here and take the air stone out of it and see how it looks. So just for reference now, I did take off the air stone from the inside. And as you can see here, there's large bubbles, and this is actually quite noisy. So I'm going to go ahead now and I'll put the upgrade kit on this and we'll see what difference it makes. So now I've gone ahead and put the upgrade kit back on here. Pretty much the same result. You can see how it's creating the gyre effect that we talked about earlier. But now you can see this is how it looks from the top. I really couldn't tell by the eye test whether it was better to leave the air stone in or leave it out. So I decided to put the videos one on top of the other. And as you can see here, there's really not much of a difference between leaving the air stone in or leaving it out. So now that we've taken a look at this product, I want to give you my final thoughts. In short, I really like this product and the flow that it produces, especially the gyre effect that it creates. I think this is a really great option if you're using a sponge filter on larger tanks like 40 breeders or 55 gallons. I really think this product comes in at a great price point as well, and I'll go ahead and put a link in the description of this video so you can find it for yourself. So with that, stay safe, stay fishy, and I'll catch you on the next video.